The modern man is always rushing. I bet he needs to go and make money. Aish. In the race to reap the fruits of the economic development that comes with modernity, many are still unaware of the financial opportunities that are available for them. It is undeniable that traditional banking systems are biased towards the privileged and the experienced. But the world has changed.
Alhamdulillah, sekarang ni tak susah pun nak buat bisnes sebab sekarang ni semua orang guna online. Yang penting kena ada handphone lah. Sekarang ni pun kalau saya nak contact supplier untuk check stok-stok tudung semua ni, kalau dah habis, saya akan contact melalui WhatsApp. So lagi mudah lah. And then kalau supplier minta bayaran, saya just pergi bayar melalui online banking ataupun debit. So kira saya tak perlulah nak pergi bank. And then customer pun kadang-kadang kalau datang, diorang tak bawa cash. So saya akan offer diorang untuk bayar online banking. And diorang selalunya order, kalau tak tengok barang semua tudung ni dekat melalui Instagram ataupun page yang saya jual lah. Senang cerita, teknologi ni memang memudahkan saya lah. Saya rasa tolong orang lain juga.
Fintech is short for financial technology. So what it means is fintech should be the way, the innovative way of using technology to create new financial services and new financial products. So when we talk about fintech, we actually should know about the emerging technologies like the AI, the P2P activities, the crowdfunding, the blockchain, and digital payments, robo-advisors, and so on. These are the new emerging technologies that will actually transform the way financial services will be offered in the future. So fintech is actually the use of technology in an innovative way to produce new products and services in the financial sector. Small and medium businesses, usually they are not being able to access as much of the financial services as possible. So we call them the unbanked community. So with fintech, fintech will enable the products and services to be given in a much wider way, in the sense that people can do banking online, people can apply loan online, people can do transfer activities on the internet and so on. So as long as there is connectivity to the internet, whether you are individual, whether you are small, whether you are medium and so on, you will have the services of the banks and financial institutions and so on. So to the small and medium businesses, fintech will actually transform the industry by opening up the services expanding it to them and so on, what they used not to be able to get.
So I started this coffee shop a couple months ago, right after graduation. I didn't want to wait. I already know that the 9 to 5 jobs was just not for me. And I love coffee. I love the smell, the art of making coffee, coffee business, everything coffee. Coffee is just my passion.
I am very fortunate to have very supportive parents. They even gave me some startup money to start my business. It's not much, but it's enough to get going. But, lately it's been a bit hard to sustain. I mean, you need money for the rent, to keep the business running. I've been to a lot of banks, but because of my very little credit experience, I haven't been able to secure the credit I need. I am open to alternatives. I'm even trying out crowdfunding. I'm still waiting and I'm still trying. But I wish there were more available options for entrepreneurs like me. Sorry, customers calling. I'm running a one-man show. That's why flexible funding is important to me.
So, the new financial technologies offers an unlimited amount of opportunities to all, but these local entrepreneurs doesn't seem to discover its true potential. And this is why there's a need for investors, for businessmen to cut the middleman, the red tapes, and as well as the institutionalized gaps.
Have financial technology which results in the offerings of new financial products such as investment, payment, as well as we see like in the case of crowdfunding, for example. There are various types of crowdfunding where entrepreneurs or investors can be matched, and this can be in the form of P2P, peer-to-peer, or it could also be in the form of B2B, business to business. Government can also play the role. So these are considered as innovations compared to the conventional way of doing financial transactions. So through these innovations enabled by the advancement in technology, we see new products in the financial sector being offered by banks, by payment houses. So that result in financial products that are more accessible to everyone.
So another untapped potential is the halal fintech. Some might call it as Islamic banking, but what it's called is not as important as what it is.
As we said earlier, fintech is just the use of technology to offer new products and services in the financial industry. But some of this could be used in a way which is not Sharia compliant. So what is probably called as halal fintech is actually meant to be the use of the technology in such a way that it is still in line with the requirements of the Sharia. So we call it Sharia compliant financial products, Sharia compliant financial services, and so on.
It is very important to educate the people and the public that Islamic banking or halal fintech is not entirely a religious obligation. Rather, it is a movement towards an ethical and inclusive financial system.
So I think thus far the development of Islamic finance has been mainly geared towards the development of Islamic banks. However, when we talk about Islamic finance, there are clear difference between Islamic finance and conventional finance, because Islamic finance is mainly geared towards the maqasid Sharia. So there are the objectives of the Sharia that Islamic finance in general would like to achieve. For example, the achievement of income equality, the improvement in job opportunities, and so on. So this relate to the development of Islamic social finance, where the role of say for example non-bank financial institutions are important in serving the financial needs of those customers that are categorized as unbankable. So through the development and promotion of Islamic social finance, that would result in an economy which is more inclusive, where financial inclusion achieving towards finance that are inclusive for everyone in the society.
You see, these are new technologies, and people don't understand the technology so much. Here in the university, we also help authorities like Bank Negara, JAKIM, security commissions, and other organizations to sort of lead the way and explain to them what is meant by this technology, how this technology actually is going to work, how is it going to impact the way things are going to happen in the future. So all these things need to be researched, need to be studied further. So I guess one of the earlier challenges is to make a very deep research into this thing and decide which of them are actually in line with the requirement of Sharia, which are actually against the Sharia, and so on. So in fact, if you remember, there is a hadith by the Prophet which says that al-halalu bayyinun wal-haramu bayyinun wa baynahuma umurun mutashabihat.
Islamic concepts, new technologies, and financial systems can work together. There needs to be a coordinated effort by scholars, investors, businesses, banks, and everyday people in supporting and upholding a change in the financial systems. Economic development must be evenly distributed to all. Financial technologies is vital in this dynamic as it allows for inclusivity.